Yeah, he's a baller, bro.
Siaka.
He's like a baby James to me, man. Yeah.
He's a stern bitch.
It's everything, man. Rebound, shoots.
It's that ISOs that kill me, bro. And it's so like, he's not doing anything super fancy. He's just like,
No.
up, under,
Yeah, bump, fake, finish.
bank shot.
Yeah, exactly. Corner three.
Yeah. Good.
Fast break.
Give my hair, man.
I'd say it looks alright like that though. It's obviously neat, it's not neat, but it's,
Yeah.
How long are you trying to grow it?
Shoulder length. If I can get there.
I don't know if I can see David shoulder length stretch, man.
Easily.
What's the mom you said?
No, I'm saying like, I don't think David look weird with shoulder length stretch.
Swear.
Once it gets to a certain length, he's gonna like start styling it.
Nah, I don't know. Like the way you doing yours.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Why not?
Because then I'm going back to Koro, isn't it?
Basically.
No, not really. Because you can two-strand twist it. You
You can do
can
what?
two-strand.
Yeah.
So like take two strands.
Okay.
Or you can even three. Just
Oh, okay, see that, yeah. But I don't want to do no.
Yeah.
You don't want it back.
Nah,
You should, man.
we go Germany.
To be fair though, literally the other day I was thinking to do what Badger's doing, but I don't know if I can pull it off. Man.
Me and Cody cut our hair at the same time, bro.
No.
Same day. Why wouldn't you?
Just let it run.
Well,
Let it grow.
yeah.
keep
But
it-
it was long enough before.
So like, oh, you trimmed it.
I trimmed it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It crossed my mind. I thought I should let wifey do it and see what it looked like.
Swear.
Huh?
Really?
Yeah, but it grows.
Have you read, yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope.
See these good hands.
Do a good one.
Yeah.
That's good on it.
I'm not going to get to it,
I'm
man.
nervous, man.
Right.
Man, you get more. I'm more nervous now than I was the fuck.
It's about time, man. It's about time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the next 2 episodes, probably going to be endgame heavy, man.
I was thinking that. It's meant to be one.
We did it for Infinity War. We did the pre and then.
It's what people want, man.
Yeah, it's what they need.
It's what yeah.
This is too much. It's too much to discuss. I can't even laugh, man.
Bro. I don't even really got nothing to discuss right now. Like, I can't talk about stuff. I can talk about what I'm excited about or whatever, but
Yeah, thoughts and theories. Like, don't worry about the trailers because the trailers aren't really doing too much.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't tell you to watch them. I'm not gonna be like, yo, it's like literally one scene over and over.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna say to watch it. But when you have watched the movie, you can go back and be like,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
How long was the longest trailer?
I think so they've released like two major ones, right?
Mhm.
The first one, which was back in December.
That was like a teaser, though.
No, that was like 2 minutes. That was the one that was on the screen that you didn't want to see. That's the one when it starts with the helmet. And then what if listen, yeah. The thing about these trailers, yeah, which is so dope. So that first one that in December, right? When I dropped, it kind of set the scene for the movie.
Yeah.
Everything since then has just been callbacks to all other movies. You got
I have,
yeah.
so I've seen
Yeah.
that suggested, yeah.
no, not even like that, but literally showing clips from other movies.
No, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw something on Instagram the other day and it's like, something about the 10 years or however many years leading up and it's like...
They dropped one trailer, no, I think it's in the future, they dropped one the other day when it's like, they showed the scene from every single movie leading up to this one and like, it was sick. So, and obviously there have been some clips, I didn't even watch it, like there's one clip with when they're discussing with Captain Marvel in Avengers Tower, they're just talking about stuff.
Right.
Have you seen that?
No.
I chose not to watch
Yeah,
that.
it's too much.
They had a conversation like War Machine.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I said nah, I'm not watching no clips from this movie. I think that's the only one they've dropped so far.
So you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so I can't even. Okay.
Why are they doing that? Why are they...
The thing is,
Why so much, man?
No, the thing is, that's what's annoying me. Everyone's saying so much, but it really isn't.
It's the same thing over and over
Well,
again.
it's everyone's saying why is Marvel spoiling, right? They're not spoiling anything. In my eyes, because this is a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
From, obviously, me, Babs, and JP have seen the trailers, Cody has not. I believe, from what they're showing, really and truly, it's like recycled stuff over and over.
That's all they, and that's it. That's the same material, but they've just moved shit around and that's all they've been
They
doing.
can do that.
Yeah.
And that's my point. So when people say they're spoiling it, they're really not. Right? Like they're saying, oh, like I said, there's one thing they have spoiled, but they haven't shown like something that we have been discussing. But you guys don't really know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
I need you to put some headphones in because I just want to tell these guys and listeners.
Alright, before you do that, can we introduce the pod?
Ah, yeah.
Alright, people. Welcome to the post credit podcast. Well, I'm struggling, but episode 46 is in the books. I'm here with my nearest and dearest. To the right of me,
What's going on, people? It's your boy David A, aka Jacoby.
It's your boy B1 Creates, feeling a bit under the weather, but the show must go on.
I thought JP was gonna give us all like a.
You looked at me, so I decided to take it back.
I think it's to my right. Like I thought he was gonna get like directly across to my. No, actually. Alright, well, I'm your boy Animal. We're here for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah, man, and that's.
chop it up. Man.
Yeah.
We're here to, well, if you haven't clocked already by the opening comments, we are here to talk about the thing on everybody's lips right now, Endgame. No homes.
What's on you man's lips?
And Endgame heavy this episode is going to be. And we're going to be talking about all sorts, everything from box office predictions to who we think is going to, you know, So, let's.
We do know that thing. That's next time, innit? Or no?
It's up to you, man, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get that later.
Before we start, also, just a reminder to check the reviews on Instagram. Who was the last one?
Who was the last review? It was me. He was doing.
What was it on?
Jack Ryan.
Jack, yeah.
Come on, dude. So you got Prime, yeah?
I think he's mentioned it before.
Yeah, man.
I've spoken about Prime many times.
No, but like, you know what? I've got it. And I'm paying for it.
Here's the
You
thing.
don't watch Prime TV, innit?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You got to use it.
You have to.
You just got. One day I was just like, well, let me see what's on here.
And you just. It's actually decent, yeah?
What Prime or Jack?
Jack
Ryan's decent.
Yeah.
And plus, there's a lot of content on Prime. I actually went on it last night because I wanted to watch the old Pet Cemetery movie.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yeah.
It looks mad.
It is mad. So I thought, let me watch the old one so I can, compare the two. There's a lot of content there, on Amazon. So
free content.
Prime. Prime.
You got the Fire Stick?
Nah, I've just got the app on the TV.
I got the Fire
I got the app on the TV.
Yeah.
Smart TV.
Yeah, my TV it's kind of dumb still.
I got the app on my phone and I just
Cast it.
Cast onto what?
Like all of
onto a TV.
What kind of TV?
A regular TV.
Why are you getting so defensive, bro? Still there, man. What kind of TV do you have, bro? Samsung or something. How do you not know?
It's a TV, bro. I didn't buy it.
Say. Alright, say enough.
You know, they should understand what Apple TV is.
What?
They don't understand what Apple TV is.
You know what's Apple TV?
It's a box like connected to your TV and it's got like apps. It's got all sorts.
So
of
it's
stuff.
basically it's like a Roku or
Something like
because
that.
you can cast a Roku. It's like another stick.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I've never used Apple TV, so I don't really know what comes with it, but I just know that.
So it makes the TV comparable for
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope still.
Can you cast to the Apple thing, like
Mm-hmm.
with Chromecast? You can like go on YouTube, cast it to your TV. Can you? I
Okay.
guess it has
Yeah.
YouTube on it.
Yeah.
Do you cast to the Apple device
Or
or
does
do
it
you
just
cast the TV to the TV?
To the device feeds it through.
Okay.
That's really shit. It's like a brainiac for the TV, bro.
That shit's expensive though, man.
Very, man. Some kind of shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
man.
got Apple TV?
Yeah. It's cheaper than Apple Watch though.
What's Two Kitchen saying, man?
Fair play. Yeah, man. Talk Kitchen. We dropped an episode last Sunday.
That TK though.
That TK chicken.
That's looking special, man.
Trying that.
It's like a
this week.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot.
You might as well open like a food van or something.
Everyone keeps saying this.
Well,
but
it's the truth.
We're not trying to be a kid. Like we're just trying to like.
But think about it, bro.
We ain't even got to run it. Let someone else run it. But give me your
Put the name on it.
Yeah, put the name on it, and then
Whatever's
whatever's on the menu is inspired by what you meant to talk about.
But it doesn't mean that you have to hire people that are too. Like otherwise,
Exactly. See, it's just.
you gotta stay pure to brand, bro.
Exactly. There's a lot to consider, but I don't know. But no, check the episode out, man. The burger was phenomenal. I don't even know if that word does it justice. But check it out, man. Talk Kitchen on
Phenomenal.
YouTube. Yeah, man.
Alright, let's get to it. So, guys, it's time that we speak about Endgame. So this
I
is.
feel like we should pray first, like.
It's
It's an Endgame prayer.
So thank you for
Dear Thanos,
Thanos.
Whoa.
Kevin Feige, man.
Whatever.
And this is all thanks to Kevin Feige, man. It was because of him. He started this, and obviously the first movie in 2008 was Iron Man. And then ever since then, about 10, 11 years, has led up to this point. That's over 20 MCU movies.
It's mad.
The vision is crazy, man.
2 films a year.
The vision is very crazy. And I would like them to do a documentary.
Oh, they have to.
They have to, man.
They have to.
Because I need to see the background stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've asked this before, sorry to cut you off, but do you think this vision was planned 10 years ago? Or do you think it just went step by step?
I believe Kevin Feige had. The thing is, I think he had a vision, he had a plan,
Right?
and as time went on, I think his plan developed and it grew into what it is now. And I don't think him himself could have predicted how successful the MCU is right now.
Right.
But I think he definitely had a plan that he was going to put these characters in these positions to grow,
Right.
and then for it to come to this perfect tapestry that is the MCU.
Tapestry.
And here we are now. This is like 20 plus movies, man. This is crazy.
And I've been sitting there trying to think of other franchises.
It's
I've
impossible.
done something
No one's
like
done this
this.
before.
And, I can't, don't do it.
I haven't said a word.
What did he think you were
Do you
going
know,
to say?
he went and I look at Courtney and I see his eyes. You know,
No, I looked at
sometimes I look at Courtney's eyes and I can see that he's about to pull something out of the bag. Like, yeah.
I haven't said a word.
I'll look back at the video and see if you were tripping.
No, it's true, man. Like the Marvel franchise in itself is like it's the. But if you look at an actual universe of cinema,
Yeah.
Marvel franchise is like the sun, isn't it? Everything else is just slowly revolving around it. But right now, I think in terms of franchises, it's kind of stagnant out there. Marvel's just literally just hammering it out.
Yeah, but I feel like this is more than a franchise. It's literally like, because Iron Man, that's a franchise. Thor is a
Yeah, of
franchise.
course,
Captain
yeah,
America.
yeah.
This is the first of its kind. No other studio producing company has ever created anything like this before.
No.
I mean, now people are starting to try and imitate this, trying to replicate this formula.
Yeah.
But it's not the easiest thing
Not
to
easy,
do.
man.
We're not gonna go there. Don't worry. We ain't gonna,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna
no.
go there.
Is there anyone else apart from Jermaine's people that's trying to emulate?
That's it, Jermaine's people.
Well, the thing is, there was Universal tried to launch the Dark Universe with the
Yeah,
mummy.
what's going
That's
on
the
with that?
flat.
That's really the full.
So what, the whole thing's done?
Yeah.
Because what they did, also another one is Power Rangers, but
For real? Did they really?
Power Rangers, they just wanted to push their sequels and more than the universe. The Dark,
So he's throwing shots.
yeah,
Alright,
literally
that's
four
cool.
shots, that's one shot.
That's alright.
Dark Universe, Universal's Dark Universe, yeah, was supposed to be like a universe of like evil, not necessarily evil, but
Yeah, like
dark,
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Invisible Man,
Invisible Man.
the underwater
Jekyll and
dudes.
Hyde and all of that.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. So they wanted to build that. They even had all the characters. I started writing a post for it, but I think I've almost done, but I haven't posted it yet. But like, because I was looking forward to this, but this fell through, yeah, a long time. But anyway,
Is it because, I'm sorry to,
No, go ahead.
but is it because, it's yeah, well,
they didn't
yeah,
make too much money.
but that's the thing though, because when you think about what Kevin Feige has done, in a sense of, what was the first one?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Based off that, how did, and then the row of films that came afterwards, it was a gamble in a sense initially at first,
Big
right?
time,
Because and that paid off.
Gamble, because like you said, first one was Iron Man. Iron Man wasn't a marquee character back in the day. No, he wasn't somebody that you would think, yeah, this is an A-list character.
Which is crazy, man, because if Iron Man isn't your marquee, it's definitely not Cap. Who's your marquee character?
In Marvel?
Yeah.
So do you think, I think he made him the marquee character.
Yeah, he had this vision, because back then, remember, we had the previous X-Men movies. So
Yeah,
from
X-Men
Marvel,
movies,
the
yeah.
brand of Marvel, X-Men were at the forefront. Avengers in the cartoons and comics, yeah, they were there, but for
I guess
TV and
it's
films,
true, yeah, it's X-Men. Yeah.
yeah, it was X-Men. So for him to pick any Avenger to do this is a gamble.
So is it safe to say that Iron Man was his favourite Marvel character? Maybe growing up or something?
I just would,
I have no idea.
but the thing is, I would like to know his thought process behind selecting or going and choosing to do the Iron Man.
But then if you look at the way Iron Man is positioned now in Avengers, he is the leader.
Yeah.
So I guess it might have been smart to, I don't know, put
Yeah,
him first.
yeah.
Yeah, put
So
him in
could
the
it have
center.
worked with anyone else?
Well, I think it'll work with Cap. Other than that, nobody else.
Yeah.
Because it's too far detached. So if you start, like, say if you start with Thor, it's like you've got to tell Thor's story and somehow make your way
to the future.
Yeah. No, not to the future, but make your way kind of like what's going to be the connection between Thor and Iron Man rather than the other way around. Iron Man connects straight to Shield and that connection, but it's like
Yeah, plus Thor is based in
that makes sense. Yeah.
See,
Asgard rather than on Earth.
everything you just said is very integral. Like the thought process behind everything to build it and to grow. Like that's what I'm trying to say. I need a documentary.
Yeah.
I need to see the people behind there discussing.
And even with the documentary, mind you, it will start with Kevin Feige working on the X-Men movies. You know, he was helping out with the director. I want to say Bryan Singer. He was involved in the X-Men movies. You know how Wolverine in the comics he's got that hair, right?
Yeah.
It was because of Kevin Feige that Hugh Jackman has that hair in the movie.
Swear.
So when he was, I think he was just like being an assistant to the director, and then when they were doing hair and costume design or whatever, he was encouraging them, yo, you have to somehow put his hair in this manner. Because obviously, back in the day, like in a live action movie, for someone's hair to look like that, it's fully fully crazy, but he pushed for it, and it worked so much,
So that basically substituted from his helmet thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more or
they
less.
never really got to the original
Yeah.
suit, did they?
Almost though.
Yeah, they did. 6 months, but that is a crazy fun. But that in itself shows how much of a
Nerd he is.
yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because he needed to see the authenticity. Like he wanted that to be just, you need that. That's the right. Yeah.
Alright guys, man, let's not waste any more time.
So you wanna?
No, I'm just, I don't know, I really don't even know how this conversation is gonna flow. But Avengers Endgame,
Just talking.
where should we start? What are you saying?
So, do we need to kind of cap off how the last one ended, or we don't even need to do that?
Nah, I think there's no point. We know how it ended.
Yeah.
Thanos snapped his fingers, half the universe
Gone.
exactly disappeared.
Still annoyed that War Machine is still walking around. He should have got dusted too.
What? The brother, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Nah.
He's annoying.
Nah. Why are you hating on him?
I don't like him.
You don't like him or you don't like
I don't like that Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
You said this before, you know?
Nah, I'm just not a fan. I just don't think he suits it, man. When I look at him, I don't.
Yeah, you want like a younger, bigger guy.
He looks frail as hell,
He
bro.
definitely need a guy that's a bit.
Yeah, he's looking a bit frail.
diminutive, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
it needs to be.
But then again, even if then you might as well say the same thing about Tony Stark, because is he really handling the Iron Man suit the way he's
No,
supposed
Tony
to?
Stark's perfect.
But Tony Stark's not meant to be like a. It's not meant to be branded.
That's what I'm trying to see. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you don't necessarily mean the physicality, you just mean.
You know what it is though. So War Machine, the machine's the machine. But when you're thinking of War Machine as two separate entities, like the person, he's like an army general. He's rough. He's gritty. He's not like just like. Don Cheadle's more like a psychological type guy. Like he's witty, he's whatever. The machine's not for him, man.
Thank you.
But,
Fair enough. I ain't going to dispute that, but.
yeah, he's not a good James Rhodes. He's average, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if they kept
No, don't go there.
I can't see it, man.
Alright, guys. Endgame. First of all, obviously, Bangor hasn't seen any trailers.
No trailers.
And we have seen some trailers, if not most.
Yeah.
So, going into this movie, Marvel have spent, I want to say, how much do you think they've spent on marketing and promotion for this movie?
It's like 17 something, like 17 mil.
17 mil?
I think so, something like that.
What do you think? B1?
just random guess?
Yeah.
Nice. I thought that there was 7. Go on.
50?
50?
Wow, I haven't even thought that far.
Just for a number.
30.
30. So, this is their tying up of 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
So, most of you guys have said under 50, right? They've actually spent up to 200 million on marketing for this movie.
To be fair, I don't really know about marketing like that, but
It's no less than the test.
yeah, it's not even.
But yeah. And so I was looking at it, and so they've spent 200 on this.
Can we just no?
Let's skip over that. Wait a minute.
200 mil,
Yeah, I was
fam.
going to go into
That's some people's movie budget.
That's
more than people's movie budget.
Fuck you,
So that's what I was going to go to. By the way, so with that being said, how much do you think they spent for Infinity War?
100.
100 million. Yeah, there, bro.
200 mil.
Good. Jermaine's over there thinking, wait, you could do 200 M's.
Yo,
They spent 150 on Infinity War.
Fair enough.
And even Spider-Man Homecoming, that's coming up.
Yeah.
They're spending 140.
But they know they're gonna make it back, man.
Yeah, big time. And that's my next point. So obviously,
That's bold.
no, it's bold, but bold.
The test, isn't it?
Now, let me say it's bold, right? But when they put the tickets on sale, which fam, when the tickets were on sale, I was fucking in a frenzy to get our tickets. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Because we secured them, so I'm gassed. But in America, they've got Fandango, which is a booking system for tickets and stuff. So they broke the previous record for tickets sold in the first 24 hours, right? Like pre-sale tickets, right? They did that in 6 hours. So they broke a 24-hour record in 6 hours. It's bold, fam. That is
Did they make all the marketing back immediately?
No, but I'm just saying, that's pre-sale, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's like first weekend tickets. That's pre-sale.
So, okay, yeah. People are still gonna watch it.
People are
They're
still
gonna watch it twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I can't speak for over in America, but isn't we're going to cinema, right?
Yeah.
Isn't all the cinema tickets booked up until like May sometime?
Bro, so people at my workplace were trying to book tickets the other day for the following week.
Yeah.
Booked out.
Insane.
Good.
It's gonna be mad. So yeah, they're doing a lot with this marketing. Now let's talk about the trailers real quick. So like I said, Randall hasn't seen them, but the rest of us have seen some.
Yeah.
It's like they're releasing a new clip every day.
I've noticed like every so often,
Yeah.
there's something new.
So earlier on we spoke about the longer trailers that they had and how they've done different. What they've done is so dope. So like we said, there's only a limited amount of footage they've put in these trailers, and most of the trailers, what they're doing is trying to tie every movie together. Like I'm looking like there's one trailer I watched that I feel like you could watch because I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, there's one trailer where it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Then they show a clip from every single movie. Have you seen that one? Yeah, it's sick, bruv. There's like Iron Man and the Hulk. It's all in chronological order in terms of release.
Full still got the long.
Yeah, everything from every movie and then Endgame. So what they're doing, they're making sure that everyone knows that this is the tying up of what Kevin Feige has called the Infinity Saga. Everyone, we heard it, yeah. But by the way, I heard that it's even Homecoming that's going to tie up the Infinity Saga. This is the last movie of Phase 3. Yeah. So, and even now, so we're recording on Easter Sunday, and happy Easter everyone.
Happy Easter, yeah.
What they've done in the last couple of days is release a character trailer. So they've released one for Black Widow, Iron Man, I think they've released one for Captain America. All it is just clips of them in their old movies, Endgame. So they're doing that for the original 6 characters leading up to release date.
Yeah.
It's dope, man.
I think they're Black Widow memes though.
Yeah, no, they're doing Black Widow wrong, man.
Like differently there.
Why? What happened? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what's she gonna do against Thanos?
Yeah, true.
She can find the millions though, innit? She can find.
Yeah, like she did in Fight of New York, right?
Yeah.
Her and Hawkeye.
Yeah. I'm thinking in Infinity War she's holding it down against
She did, yeah. Her and Denai Guerrero. Yeah, Io.
Yeah.
They were fighting the Black
Okoye.
No, it's Okoye. I was the one that
Moved.
Yeah, you moved. yeah. So my marketing's been dope. Trailer's been sick, but like I said, I don't think it's been too spoilerific. What do you guys think?
Definitely not.
Definitely.
And I'm usually I'd say I want to see a bit more, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything, and I'll be happy if everything you've seen in the trailer is not in the movie.
Which is what Kevin Feige apparently said.
I think that's like a misdirection.
It's possible
Well,
that
if you think about all the trailers, they haven't actually put anything in there of any relevance.
Not at all.
So there's been no fight scenes, no. Has there been a fight scene?
Wait, no, there has been no one's thrown a punch.
Yeah, what did he just do that was wrong?
No, because you just reminded me that you just reminded me something I want to bring up. I'm going to say it because it's not in the trailer, so I can say it. The fact that have you guys seen the Hulk in the trailer?
I keep been telling everybody.
He is. So yeah, the thing is we have.
So isn't the trailer or isn't the trailer?
No. For example, we've seen.
Hulk?
Yes. So now check. We've seen Bruce Banner.
Yes.
But they're big. For example, there's a clip of them walking down in Avengers. Whatever. When they're
Going towards
You clock that he's not in that shot.
Right.
But I believe he is.
As in, like they did with.
Infinity War. So remember that scene of them running and Hulk was there, but he wasn't there, and they didn't even put that shot in the movie, by the way.
Right.
But I think he's there in that shot, but they've kind of because I'm saying Professor Hulk in it. Man's saying and now
what with the
yeah. That's what I'm calling Professor Hulk. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying we've seen him in the movie, I tweeted the other day, but when they do hands in, right. One arm is wedged, fam. I mean, you're not seeing it. Check when they do hands in, I saw well, one forearm is looking dead. And if you count the hands as well, there's one plus from where they are. That you count how many they are, and then you count the hands. They do hands in, and you count the hands. There's one it's the one next to Rocket Raccoon, isn't it? Yeah. Arm is looking dead. That's him, fam.
Are you sure? Because
100%, bro.
Obviously, a raccoon arm is tiny. So
yeah, but then there's everyone else's, and then like I said, count them. So I believe he's in the movie doing Professor Hulk. Okay. So I can say that.
Do you know how gassed? Yeah. I would be. I might scream.
I'm telling you, they've only shown Bruce, but they have shown no Hulk whatsoever, fam.
They kind of have to not show Hulk though.
Yeah, if they do,
just to kind of lead off with everything that happened beforehand.
Yeah.
It's a great build-up. I think it's the air of mystery in it.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think showing Hulk, it suggests too much. I think it suggests, so he's back. You know, Bruce has got control over him again, or whatever. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm asked about?
Okay.
This is gonna happen. This is happening too.
What? Well, this is a few days away.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think you understand. I've said it to people at workplace. Don't expect me to be focused on that day. Maybe in the morning, but in the afternoon, I'm going to be useless. It's too much. You're telling me in a few hours I'll be sat in the cinema watching Endgame. Yeah. Can you put your headphones in for 2 minutes?
I got you, bro. Got more pre-set up.
2 minutes.
Latest episode of Brilliant Idiots.
With fam, I can't wait to listen to that. He's too funny.
I was gonna spoil the older ruin.
I don't. Yeah, I listen to it.
I was gonna say something earlier, but
it's too funny, man.
You'll do your thing.
Literally 1 or 2 minutes.
Hang on.
I'm not calling you, man.
Face recognition is not working.
Are you got that new iPhone? What iPhone is that?
The newest one.
Yeah. Hurry up, man.
Why isn't it? Oh.
So basically, the whole Tony Stark thing, they showed him back on Earth. People kept saying, why? So we know he's fine, we know he makes it back, we know he's alive. That's the only thing I've seen that's spoilerish. The first trailer, how can you tease that he's up in space, he might not make it back, but then you see him on Earth hugging Pepper Potts? That's a big spoiler, bro.
Yeah, true.
That's something that you teased up in the first trailer.
And you see him walking in the hand.
Do you think they did it on purpose?
It's a necessary spoiler, especially when you see the handshake between him and Cap. That potentially not even in the movie, but I don't think that was me. Well, it's necessary, but people are complaining about that. But for me, I'm like, guys, let's think about storytelling. Yeah, he has to make it back.
Yeah,
it's Iron Man. Like so, one thing I'm glad they didn't show is how he gets back. We don't know how he does it, but we just know he does get back. So that's what I wanted to say. That was the only thing that I felt that was spoilers.
I know, but I think we always knew he was going to be.
That's my point.
So the fact that they showed it in the trailer doesn't really do much for me, innit?
That is my whole point.
What people are complaining about.
Yeah, people
complain about all sorts, man.
And that's what I'm saying.
More.
Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to say. But next thing,
that
was it. Yeah, but now I want to move on to the fact that people. I can just quickly touch on it. The fact that people saying that the trailers are spoiling the movie. Do you think so? In my opinion,
the trailers spoiling the movie.
Yeah, the trailers are spoiling this movie.
Right, listen, people love to do Twitter fingers. People just want to say shit that doesn't even exist. How does it spoil the movie?
Yeah,
it's 3 hours long.
Thank you, bro. It's free, and they haven't shown one fight scene.
Nothing.
This is my
and no new character.
This is people signing off about the fact that they're spoiling. When you actually sit down and watch, even if you watch all the trailers back to back, they're not showing you anything new, right? And they're showing you scenes that potentially are not even in the film anyway.
Some people are saying spoilers.
All these trailers are doing is just building hype. That's all it is. And in my head, that's it. It's not spoiling anything for me.
I think it's the diehard that analyse every single aspect of every movie.
Then if you're going to analyse it, you're looking for stuff. You're looking to spoil it for yourself. It's like a girl. It's like a girl looking for your phone, looking for stuff she doesn't want to see. If you don't want to see it, don't look.
Yeah, but then,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so let's mention the box office predictions, guys. What we saying? So how much is this making first weekend?
$1 billion.
Over.
First weekend, bro.
Over.
Let's stop, guys. Stop, guys. Let's just slow down. First weekend, not lifetime.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
It's making 2 billion lifetime, by the way. 2 billion easy lifetime.
How much is Infinity War make?
2 billion.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It goes by saying it's making 2 billion lifetime. But
Minimum.
Yeah, opening weekend. How much we saying?
Oh no.
Bro, we still might make like $500 million. Like,
What if other companies?
No, I was just gonna say.
yeah,
Let me get. Is my internet connected? Let me see if I can get out for you guys. So you guys. Yeah, my bad.
What did Infinity War make first? Or opening?
what I was gonna say is, are we talking domestic?
No, worldwide.
Worldwide. Yeah, man, it might make $500 million opening weekend, bro.
Okay. Any other guesses, guys?
We'll go 3 to 4.
3 to 4 what?
100.
Okay.
Yeah, literally 300 to 400.
Yeah.
What you said?
Easy.
250 to 300.
I was thinking 250, but
Okay.
because it's Endgame.
So the record has been set by Avengers Infinity War with 257 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that? Were you gonna say 250 because of the guess of what he's?
Because I remember that it was 250. So I was gonna say that's why I said 3 to 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 to 4 because I think it would definitely make more than 50.
So before that, it was obviously Star Wars: The Force Awakens at 247. Now there are, I can't remember what the actual online predictions are for Endgame, but some people are saying 250 to 300. Now 300 has never been done, obviously. Nobody's ever hit the 300 million mark opening weekend. But I think if there's any movie that will make it, it's this one.
Worldwide.
Definitely.
Every ticket sold, like every ticket on the planet sold. Is what we're saying, man.
What do you mean?
They were saying Fandango sold out in 6 hours.
Yeah, pre-sale tickets.
Pre-sale tickets,
They broke records.
They broke records.
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Oh right, cool. Right.
So not every single
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Is it premiering worldwide?
I think opening. Yeah, I think. But that's what they did with Infinity War. They had to move the dates around.
Saying, man, it's got to be 3 to 4.
Nah, he's got a good.
No, we say 3 to 4 easy. That's never been done.
No, it's never been done.
Like
But
you just saying, you're saying anyone's gonna do it.
It's this movie, yeah.
Yeah, but think about what he's saying. Opening weekend worldwide. Yeah, worldwide, bro.
Opening. Say you're
Opening weekend. No, I'm with you.
If this is,
I'm with you.
everybody's talking about this thing.
And do you know what pisses me off? Yeah, it's the haters, man.
What the haters?
The haters online. For like, who's going to watch this movie? This movie gonna be any good? Move, man.
What are you looking like that?
Move.
Why are you following like this on your timeline?
Charge me.
Where are you finding this?
What are you
Charge me, man. And especially I work with people.
They need to get dusted, bro.
But people at work try to get at me because they know I'm a cat. This movie might have not been good, mate. I know. That's what they're trying to get at me, but it's like. But yeah, so what we saying? Are we all comfortably saying 300 million then? As a unit, are we getting this?
Yeah.
I'm going back off the original fact that even if it's only records broken, I imagine within that 24-hour period, the majority of tickets gone.
Yeah.
Cinema tickets gone up until how. It's
Yeah.
got to be, bro. It's got to be, like not one ticket for one. Nah, there's no space for you to see anywhere else. It's the opening weekend.
Imagine standing in the corner, not watching the movie.
Because like this movie is 3 hours, which does make it difficult for it to be screened in cinemas because the movie's so long. You can only show it so many times, right?
True.
So what I think some cinemas have actually done is they're opening earlier and closing later in order to get as many more screenings.
I heard something crazy. So you know Westfield View, 7 o'clock in the morning screening time, bro.
You're joking.
I swear to you.
That's what I'm trying to
So
say.
they got a
man.
screening at 3 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
But think about it, because if it's just regular opening times, you can only show the movie so many times, so therefore it limits its box office. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
And plus you do have
3 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
And what it does is not only does it limit others, but if you just do regular opening hours, right? you're then gonna, and because obviously your cinema wants to make as much money as possible, what you do is then, if you've made a movie that weekend, now bruv, you can only show 2 times that day. Now bruv, that middle class movie you made, nah, this one.
Yeah.
Cinema needs to make as much money as possible, so they're gonna extend the opening times. Obviously us, man, we're going at midnight. Right, we're doing a double bill too.
That as well, man. So imagine, we can't, it's not, there's a lot of cinemas are going to do a midnight showing.
I've seen it. I've seen Empire. I've seen, they're all doing it.
I'm saying,
It's double.
it's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be mad. Alright guys, let's just talk about what's happening. What's our predictions for the movie, man?
Black Widow ain't making it past the first 10 minutes.
Oh.
Nah, she is.
No, I'm joking.
What are you saying, man?
I don't know, man.
It's so difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. And I almost don't even want to speculate on.
Wait. So, are we talking about what we're gonna see from the get? Like what we're
What's
seeing?
gonna happen?
What do you think's gonna happen? Like, what's happening?
Alright, so first of all, obviously, we're going to deal with the aftermath. Everyone's going to be dealing with what's been happening. Everyone's grieving.
I like that's what I'm gonna enjoy seeing, but it's not gonna be.
Seeing people grieving, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
It's not necessarily going to be like straight after the snap. I don't think. I think some time will pass.
I think a couple of weeks after they were saying.
However, Tyler, I want to see like people how they're living their lives now, like what they've been doing since then, how the world is affected by this. I'm interested. Yeah.
So there's definitely going to be that.
It's going to be a lot of, what's it called, exposition? There's going to be a lot of talking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I think so.
How long do you think it's going to take for us to see some action?
Bruv, how long did it take in Infinity War, fam? 5 fucking minutes.
Did it? To see action?
Bro, off rip.
How else move to those?
This is what I'm saying, I thought it was quicker. I thought like 2 minutes and then boom.
Okay, I think it'll take us for
It's
that.
got to take a while, innit?
It'll take 10-15.
Yeah, 10-15.
To see action.
To see action, man. No, what I think we'll see in
Wait. Actually, no. Think about this.
It's got to take longer.
It's going to take longer.
Why?
What are they going to do in the first 15 minutes?
No, this is what I was going to say. It depends what kind of action. I don't think we're going to see any important fights, but I think we're going to see people in their suits, see people in action to some degree, dealing with stuff. Like, we're going to see Iron Man in his suit. Well, obviously he's not Earth, so I don't know. But we're going to see. We're just not going to just see talking. We're going to see people do stuff. We're going to see Ant Man get out of the role, the quantum role. At least.
So we're qualifying that as action.
That's what I'm trying to say. We're not going to see, like, that's what I said, what do you mean by action? We're going to see fight scenes. I feel like we're going to see people do stuff rather than just bare conversation.
I feel like Ant-Man might even do madness to get out. Like, I feel like he's not just going to be like, oh, I'm out now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We're going to see people in action.
Yeah, fair enough.
Are we going to see
Got you.
any scrolls?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think we're seeing any scrolls. I don't think Carol's down. I
think they told that story, and I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't think she pulled back any to back it that.
Okay.
I think Bear dealt with that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
There wasn't many of them left in it.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I just don't see. I mean, we never know, but like, I don't see how that them being in it kind of is part of the story. If that makes sense. Like, I don't. But maybe, you know, it's possible.
I don't think I want to see them, to be fair. No, this movie, yeah. Let's get straight into it, man.
So, the real question is, who's fighting first?
I think.
Because that's what you chose, that's what you got to think of as well. To see action, who's fighting first and why are they fighting?
I think.
I know what you're going to say.
I think they're gonna.
You almost can't say it. Oh, go on.
I'm not gonna say what I think you're gonna say. Well, I'm not gonna say what you think. You think I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Even
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I think Just I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go around what I think you think I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I think that in terms of fighting, for example, Thanos, it's not gonna be a one and done deal. I feel like it's gonna be something they revisit.
Of course.
So, for example, I think right now, for example, they're gonna go see Thanos while go out vision. It's gonna brush them. Then they're gonna go, then come back again with a plan. That kind of thing. I don't think meeting Thanos is going to be a one and done thing. I think they're going to revisit it. Okay. How they get there, I don't know yet.
Because this isn't even the hardest thing. Like, for me...
That's not what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think... Oh, so you don't even say it.
Wow, I would say
No,
something.
but I can't say it.
Say the thing, man. Say
I can't.
it. Why? Say it.
See, maybe we're thinking the same.
Nah, man.
One of you say it.
We can't say it.
I'm not going to lie to you. Ryan wouldn't want to watch the show. This is his own downfall. But,
I can't because he'd be pissed.
Or say it in a somewhat way so that the listeners understand what you're saying.
There's no way.
There's no way.
So would you Van, what you saying?
Because you said the first fight scene, and you did say we're going to see how people are living.
Mm.
So. When you
so we're going to see that. Yeah, you're right.
How long will that take? I know you're talking about.
That's going to be
that could be soon.
Yeah, that could be. You know what you're talking about.
Nah.
So you don't want to say it?
I can't.
No, it's cool. But I appreciate what Badges did there.
So wait, so let me just clarify. You don't know what he's talking about, but at the same time you have an idea.
Yeah.
But you don't want him to explicitly say it.
I can't say mine, because I've been sitting there trying to.
Julian's gonna outright spoil it.
But for guys, remember, by the way, so it's cool. We don't know what's going to happen, so we have our theories. We can say
Yes, speak on your theories. Speak on your theories. Yeah, speak on your theories.
There's nothing that we know for concrete anyway, so you can say the thing.
Let me say my thing.
Go on.
You try to set me up.
I apologise in advance if this spoils anything for anybody.
Spoiler that.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
But I have a theory. So obviously we see the pager,
Yeah.
right? That goes out. I'm saying, how long does it take for that message to be received and then for somebody to arrive?
I thought. Okay.
Well, the idea was it was like a month or more, isn't it?
Okay, but then this is my thing. I think the the first interaction between her and the rest of the team. Okay.
I think it's going to be beef.
I think so.
Nah.
Because she's coming in.
Nah, I don't agree. But let him finish.
Well, I think she's coming in, asking questions. They don't know who she is, remember? They don't know who she is.
Yeah.
So I think at first there's going to be some kind of back and forth, some kind of, ego.
Yeah.
I literally think there's going to be a friendly little. Because remember when I can't remember what film it was.
It was Avengers when Captain America 4 and Iron Man were fighting. That's exactly what they alluded to.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It makes sense.
Yes.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
So you're saying that Black Widow's going to try to.
What are you marking her for?
I don't know if Feige is going in that direction.
The only reason why I disagree is because of what we've seen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But everything we have seen could not even be true.
That's a good point.
So this is what I'm trying to say.
That's even. Well then, shit. What was gonna fucking
We're
say?
here to speculate, innit?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, man.
But no, I see where you're going. It would be nice, but I'm not gonna lie. She question every.
But this is my point. But this is my point. If you think about how he is anyway, and how he is with Hulk, right? I just think it's not going to be like, oh hi, my name is, and I'm here to. No, it's not going to be that smooth. There are going to be some bump in the road. There's going to be some back and forth.
What we've.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But then again, like you said, that might not even be in the movie.
It might not be, but just think about normal
So you think
interactions.
Ford's going to go out and spark this woman?
I'm not saying I'm not saying he's going to spark her. I'm just saying them two are definitely going to have friction.
Therefore, because she's going to be baddest, but like he thinks, remember in Thor Ragnarok, he's speaking into that computer like strongest Avenger, strongest alive, whatever.
Exactly.
But when it comes down to it, and like she just says she does something, and he's looking at her like. So I see where you're going. And maybe to be fair, maybe there is room for it, but we'll see.
Let's just think about this in.
So you think that scene's not going to be in the movie?
I'm not saying it won't be, but I'm saying a scene like it could be.
Yeah. Alright. What else do you think is going to happen?
Like you said before, I think there's going to be multiple. What's the word I'm looking for? They're going to take multiple shots at him.
Yeah.
Alright.
But then the question is there another antagonist?
There has to be.
Now, okay, this guy. So, okay, folks, let's answer that question.
Right.
Is there another bad guy in this movie?
Yes.
You think so?
I do.
You want?
3 hours, man. There has to be.
I think so. And the reason I'm saying that is, you said 3 hours, but let's just think about this. Who's still around? Is Ronan? Ronan? What's his name again?
Ronan. We don't know.
Exactly. So he might still be. He might be in. He might have something.
You know what is as well? So madness here. He said Ronan, yeah. Thanos snapped half of the universe away. Do you know how many enemies he's just made?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people hate him?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people? Do you know how many places he like where there's just this war or there is like a planet with like a struggle or whatever? He snapped half of them away. There's down like just war in that place because there's a there's power struggle now. There's opportunity for. There's chaos in certain places. Do you understand? And there's some bad guys are going to see opportunity. So if they I think we're going to see bare bad guys. But I think low level ones. I don't think there's going to be one that's potentially bigger than Thanos. No, I don't think that's going to happen at all. I feel like we're going to bump into a Ronin. We're going to bump into some of these lower level bad guys that we've encountered in the past.
Dark Elves.
Yeah, but I don't think there's not going to be like a Galactus or someone else of that.
Yeah, that caliber.
Just
Are we going to see Mr. Warlock?
No.
Nah. I think they haven't gone that direction.
No. Because he's apparently been saved for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
And to introduce him now so late in the saga, where he's supposed to play a crucial role and the audience doesn't know him.
Yeah.
True.
It's hard to kind of do that.
To just put him in here wouldn't make sense.
Because you're going to have people like, who's this? Yeah, it's going to be too much.
So what an integral part of the film is going to be everyone coming back, innit? Or not coming back.
That's what I think. That's what I'm trying to say. So Thanos, there's going to be one big, huge fight against Thanos. But the main crux of the movie is literally going to be bringing everyone back.
How are they doing that?
Time travel.
Okay.
So are they going to defeat Thanos, then get everyone back, or get everyone back and then everyone defeats Thanos?
I think the latter. I think what's going to happen is somehow they're going to figure out how to get into the quantum realm. I don't know how they will do that. In fact, I do, but I don't want to spoil it for Cody. They're going to get into the quantum realm. We'll use it because obviously Ant-Man's going to come out and be like, yo, you man, this, that, and the third. And then they're going to come up with a plan to be like, alright, this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to go back in time, we're going to get the stones for ourselves, we're going to somehow create a gauntlet for us to use, we're going to unsnap whatever's been snapped, and then we're going to go see Thanos, and then we're going to try and bat him up, it's not going to work, let's regroup, and then boom again. Sounds impossible.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
What?
Go on.
No, because I was just thinking, I swear in the comic books it has something to do with the Soul Stone and everyone's in there, so within that everyone's still there and they go in and just kind of like bring everyone up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, the glove's done,
That glove's done.
That glove's done, yeah.
So
but it's the gem, what the gem said.
Exactly. What happened to the gems when the glove?
I don't know.
Did they scatter?
No, they stayed in the glove, I believe. Because remember, even when he did the snap and then he was like, and then he teleported, so he still could use it.
So he's still got the stone?
Yeah. But I think it's a time travel thing because there's been bare behind the scene pictures, there's been bare illusion, and like I told you in one of the trailers, I don't want to spoil it too tough, but someone's got something on their hand that's kind of bright, fam. And I don't believe that's not normal for them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But did I say it before, innit? I must have said it before.
Maybe that,
yeah, and that's not there for no reason, fam.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
So then what role does, because you lot are saying there's going to be like multiple conflicts with Thanos, but Strange, well not really a couple, but Strange already knows how it ends.
Yeah.
So why does it need to be more than one?
Because Strange has been dusted.
He's dusted, so he
can't communicate anything to anybody. Yeah. And even if he does, he fucks up what the potential is to win. Because it's one of them ones. If I know if you do this, something's going to happen, do I tell you? Then it could change the way you actually do it or the way you approach it. Just to make you know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, fair enough. That's a fair point.
The days away from. The days away from.
Literally, man, right there.
Will Thanos be a good guy? Will he help in any
help in the end?
Will he help in any? Will he somehow see the error of his ways and understand that, and somehow see that maybe the snap thing wasn't the best idea?
If he does, it will have something to do with Gamora. Like maybe he'll like regret his decision, or I don't know.
I agree because we saw a different side to him. I mean, when that him getting was it the Soul Stone, right?
Yeah.
The sacrifice he had to make, we saw the emotion, we saw that obviously he did care for her, and you know what I mean? Possibly that could play a part in it. Maybe he could look at, like you said, his decision and think, oh, maybe it's not the best course of action. Let me try and, do you know what I mean? It's possible. It is possible.
I think that, not that Jermaine's wrong, I feel like the only way he really becomes like a good guy or helps is if there's a bigger bad.
Exactly.
And if you can't defeat it by yourself, it's like, or maybe I need them to help me.
But then if that's the case, then it's crazy. This is
that's outrageous, isn't it?
No, it's not outrageous. You know what's outrageous, bro?
What?
The stuff that I'm hearing in some people's films, it just pisses me off. Yeah.
Speak on some theories, man.
Like the main one that annoys me the most is the fact that we're going to be living in another dimension after this. For me, that doesn't make sense to me. That after this movie, we'll be in another dimension.
Speak on that. I think I know what you're talking about.
So people say that moving forward, like just saying the way they resolve this conflict between Thanos or whatever is that everyone that we're going to be in another dimension with another version of these characters.
Yeah.
I, for one, don't see that happening because then you take away all the characters you've already built. So if we're going to have another Black Panther, what about the Black Panther that we had before? So now we have to see how different that this one is. We're going to see the new Peter Parker, like for example, Peter Parker in Homecoming, that's another dimension.
Right, yeah.
So therefore, the Peter Parker that we saw in the first one he's not the same. Now we're going to have to get to know this Peter Parker and how his storyline differs. That to me is just a bit too wild. I can see them.
How can that Peter Parker be in another dimension?
No, because like there's different dimensions. There's another dimension where you have longer hair. There's different dimensions where you have a bald head. Like everyone's got, you know that multiverse theory.
Okay.
So everyone's exploring that. For me, that drives me because it's too. No, for me, it's just not. It doesn't make it necessarily the most easiest thing for the average viewer to accept and to understand. So therefore, it's like, oh, so what happened to the other characters?
Yeah.
And then therefore, so if we leave this universe and we go on with this one, so therefore, what happens with this universe of characters? For me, that just drives me because it's a theory, and to be fair, it could happen. I don't know, but for me, that's just a bit too much.
That's true.
What are you man saying?
I feel like not everyone who watched these movies is necessarily a fan the way we are. So they might even be watching because they like
heard about it,
or because maybe this guy likes Don Cheadle, or a lot of people think Scarlett Johansson's buff. Or, do you know what I'm saying? So like, if you now shift away from what you've built, what you've taken 10 years to build, it's kind of like.
Reset to me.
I just think that theory is crazy because we spent so much time building these characters up and spending time, you know what I mean, and then from all of a sudden to just move away from that. And
that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think
that theory's dead.
Yeah.
Why would you do it?
What about the theory about Ant-Man going in the cheeks and expanding?
What? Have you not seen you rough on me? No! Did I actually send you maybe I posted it. The Russo brothers are in on this joke. The directors. Have you not seen what their Instagram picture is? Have you not got a picture?
And the two purple circles or whatever.
Do you know those up? Yeah. So yeah, it's like and then Ant-Man's in the middle. You know that? So you know what's that diagram called?
Venn diagram.
When it's like circle, then a circle, then an overlapping space.
Yeah.
So it's like left cheek, right cheek, and then in the middle, in the overlap, is Ant-Man. They're in on the jokes as well.
It's not more like, because Dalman's been doing the talk shows as well, isn't it? Like, literally, that's the one thing they ask is the butt cheek.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Have you guys seen the talk show stuff? Like with them and...
I saw a clip where he throws shade.
Oh, where Tony Stark throws shade?
He mugged it.
He mugged it. Scarlett Johansson looked like...
Them ones, she firmed it, boy.
You can see she wasn't happy.
Yeah, she firmed it. Okay.
Have a film, innit?
But she's got one coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Who kills Thanos, or does Thanos even die?
Do we want him to?
I don't think he dies, man. I think he gets defeated. I don't think he dies.
Yeah.
I think as I'm saying, I think for some reason he plays an integral part in the contingency of the film and the universe or whatever. So yeah, maybe he gets brushed up a little bit. I don't think he gets killed.
I think best case they do kill him, but in terms of not killing him, because obviously it's a kids movie, they have to defeat him. They have to, if they're gonna defeat him, they need to somehow secure him in a location or a situation where can potentially come back in the future. Because there's no way you can just defeat Thanos and he will never show up again.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
seems that makes sense.
I think, to be fair, man, I wouldn't be surprised if he dies because Nebula deserves to kill him. I think Nebula's had a tough life because of Thanos. I think she could be a good candidate to actually kill Thanos. I think any of the lead Avengers could be in a position to kill Thanos.
Not Thor, he had his chance.
Yeah, Thor had his chance, so
he's done.
to give him another opportunity.
Definitely Cap.
Yeah.
You're on bench B.
I think. So what? So, in fact, let's just move on to the next one. Who's gonna die?
So I think Nebula's gonna die.
Nah.
No reason to, what's the reason to keep her alive?
She's gonna get redemption for her sister. There's no way you're gonna kill Gamora. The Nebula and Gamora's relationship is so tough. It's the reason why they hate each other is because obviously they've been battling with each other, but it's because of Thanos. And Gamora did what she could to protect Nebula, and then Thanos killed Gamora, and then for Nebula not to die. If she sacrifices herself, that's different, but I don't think they will kill her.
What's to say that Gamora's not coming back?
No, she is.
Right, exactly.
That's
so
my point.
what's to say that the Gamora, the Nebula doesn't die after they come back?
Yeah, I don't, because it for her character arc, that's just fucked up.
No,
Literally.
think about it. That is messed.
That is fucked. I don't think people will be happy about it. Like,
That'd be interesting though. That's shock value right there.
Yeah, big time, big time.
They didn't see it coming.
Somebody got to die.
but the thing is, do you think her death is solid enough to shock everybody?
No, I think.
That's my
It's
point.
not if you say, oh, you know, Gamora's
probably one
gonna
of
die.
the first.
But if you
Nebula.
Nebula, sorry, is gonna die. But the way you just spun it, the relationship, the this, the that, so she does something heroic and drastic or whatever.
But that only matters to the Guardians. The Avengers be like, this woman that we just met, she died.
It's true, it's real.
It's tough, innit?
It's real.
I don't know. I personally feel it's got to be
I kind of want to stay away from that
Going from what?
about who dies.
Why?
I don't.
You can't accept it.
No, I just don't want to. I don't know. I just don't want to think about it.
It's happy.
Cap or Iron Man after that, innit?
Cap, Iron Man, or Thor. One of them three, if not all three of them.
I feel like if we go back and look at Tony's in some of the films we've seen, he's obviously in first Avenger film.
Yeah, of course.
You know, he tries to obviously he goes up and he sacrifices himself. I think he has that in him already to try and do that for the better good.
Right.
So I kind of feel in this potential.
It's the end.
Could be the end.
It's the end game for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying Captain America's number one on my list.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna die, top priority. Then Iron Man and potentially Thor.
The Thor one is crazy. Explain that to me.
Now, these three guys are the core, the trinity of this universe.
Okay.
So for three of them to, and there's another reason I want to say, but I don't want to say it.
Is that you can't say it? Or you just don't?
No, I don't want to say it. Bro.
What?
Is it a spoiler?
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
Oh, swear.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You can say that.
JP, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, say it.
When,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
when they're all bopping. That's what I'm going to say.
Nah. Don't.
I've seen that.
When they're all bopping. Have you seen it, man?
I've seen it. You haven't, yeah.
Maybe I haven't clocked it, but I know what part you're
When they're all bopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, in my mind, get me, I'm like, yo.
Once again, though, everything we've seen could not actually be in.
Yeah, but the fact, but like I said, they're the core guys. Like I said, Cap, Iron Man, Thor. That's my list.
The thing what's tough is as well is, so you know certain people got films coming out.
Like
you know they're not going to die.
Like who?
Spider-Man, like...
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
Black Panther.
A solid.
Yeah.
Black Widow, a solid.
Solid, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because of Black Widow's a solid, probably Hawkeye's probably a solid as well. He might
Hawkeye's
feature.
got a TV show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain...
Different rollouts.
You're already crossing people off that list anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, like you say, Cap. I think Cap or Iron Man. I don't know about the Thor
Thor
stuff.
one, yeah.
So I'll stay away from
I know who I want to see get dusted, but
There you go.
War Machine.
I would say, by the way, last one on that, Captain America, because obviously Chris Evans has been talking about how he wants to direct and all that stuff for the longest time, and how he tweeted out last year, I think it was, how emotional he's been shooting on the last day.
Yeah.
And then obviously him looking at the picture of Peggy Carr, he wants to go meet wifey, so they're gonna tie that up.
After you beat Anissa.
He didn't beat it though, he just lips. He didn't beat, man.
How's he gonna get his way around that, bro?
Don't tell her, innit?
Oh! Swear down, yeah?
Oh,
Oh, man.
yeah. She. And then, like you mentioned with Tony Stark going up, he's already got it in him to do whatever for the fair enough. So that's what I think anyway. But
Fair enough.
yeah, man.
Tony.
What else is there? Would there be? Are you sure anything else that anybody wants to drop on that? Before I move on?
What the deaths?
Yeah, deaths. Yeah. Nah.
Bucky's got a show, Falcon's got a show as well, innit? So it's like it's...
Yeah.
Only really a few people can actually die.
Yeah, so what if, okay, that, my train of thought was gone, wait, what if
he shows us? That's what you was going to say.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, what if he shows us,
Who's he?
well, not he, Kevin Feige, whatever,
Right.
what if he shows us something to do with the next phase?
What?
A random thing.
The post credit.
Pretty sure I just said that.
He did.
Did he? Oh, my bad.
And then you were like, the end of the phase is.
Oh, yeah, true. My fault, yeah. It's random, but I don't know.
I think they will.
What?
Next phase.
Now,
You have to.
I think it'll be like, for example, 2 post credits.
It's gonna be like 4, man.
I would be out.
There has to be like
I would
4
bet for it. I would bet for it.
Yeah,
Because
Should we bet for that?
no, isn't no. Like you ain't never in on any bets. Relax.
There's only been one.
I'm not gonna lie, he owes somebody Nando's. I can't remember how it all worked out.
Who owes who Nando's?
He definitely owes. Even if not all of us.
Who? Who?
You.
Waffle.
Definitely.
Waffle.
Right, come on, the bet.
Waffle.
It was Nando's, bro.
Waffle.
No, there was...
Waffle. Find it.
No, we have
You
though.
owe me £10, bro.
I paid for your Nando's that time, bro.
What Nando's? What Nando's, bro?
Days.
What Nando's? What Nando's?
I-
Stop. Jermaine, what
I
Nando's?
swear to
Okay.
recently.
What Nando's? What the fuck did you go Nando's? Okay, tell me where Nando's. What Nando's was it? Whereabouts?
O2.
Where did we go? Tell the truth of it. Don't lie. We ain't got no Nando's on the O2. He tried it. Dude, man, no money, bro. 1 second, you know them was. Dave, you might sit up on this one, you know. You liar. Anyway, but what are we talking about? Post credits. Look, basically, I think there will be one relating to just the movie, just like guys, whatever, something about that movie, and then one saying forward thinking. Because I think the Spider-Man Homecoming one is just going to be Spider-Man related.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily going to hint to because it's a Sony movie, remember? So
That's the thing. That's what I mean. That's why I really and truly your theory makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that it's the wrap up of all Marvel Studios Infinity Saga type stuff. So you kind of have to wrap it up post credit. This is what the future, or I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Show me another villain, or show me a different
area
of the world where something's going down and Avengers are required. I don't know, whatever.
And I see Professor X. No, sorry, I'm joking.
I don't think they're including any Fox stuff.
Yeah.
What in the
Post credit.
Oh,
I don't think so. I think it would have been. So it is. I think it's a rush. Don't force it. I think it's a rush thing. In my opinion.
is there a way you can show something Fox related without showing anything that's actual, like any Fox properties? Like, is there a way you can?
Yeah, you can do that. You can have, for example, this rubbish post credit scene. But I'm just saying, you can hear somebody
like the Captain Marvel.
Don't piss me off. But you can hear somebody's mentioned the word mutant.
Yeah.
Because Marvel have never been able to use that word because Fox owned it.
I don't know if that was a word.
Yeah. Mutant X-Men.
That's why they're called gifts or
Gifted or the enhanced.
the enhanced.
Yeah. So I would say
twins called miracles.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So for example, it's just a weak one because I don't want them to rush forcing in Fantastic Four, X-Men into these movies. Take time. They're good.
While I wouldn't say it's a strong post credit, I wouldn't mind there being like some form of like national meeting after all the snapping and whatever else, and they're talking about going on at Westchester, this in the Baxter building, like experiments in the Baxter building, like all this unknown stuff, and they've got to find a way to go. I wouldn't mind it.
That's what I'm saying is, don't show us any characters, but hint, just mention it so we can hear, they said this, they said Charles, they didn't say the surname, or they can say Charles, or they say Xavier.
They say Xavier Institute or something,
That's what I'm with.
Yeah, that Baxter building one is dope, though. They drop something like that.
But the casting for this is going to be, it's going to be new, you know, literally.
Yeah, we're starting again. We're starting all over.
Are we? So I'm glad Bab just said that. Are we excited for anything post Endgame? Like, is there any? Do we feel like there's gonna be anything that's gonna excite us as much as what's gone on?
It's perfect because Feige has said that they've got a 5-year plan moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, moving my nose. And that's what I'm saying. So they've got a 5-year plan moving forward. And nothing has been mentioned. Obviously, they've been, because of the Apple TV, no, Apple Disney. They've announced some of the TV shows and stuff, but they haven't actually said this is our slate for the next few years. How would you guys want to find out about this information moving forward? Would you want like how they've done in the past, let's say like a Comic-Con panel, this is what's happening, or do you just want to be told step by step? Because like, how do you guys like? Does it excite you to know this was going to happen over the next 5 or 10 years, or is it better for you to know as and when? Yeah, as and when.
I ain't gonna lie, but the person I am, I think I'd like to know
everything.
Really?
Yeah, because you anticipate what's coming next.
What?
As opposed to not knowing.
There's already kind of like a timeline in it. They've already said there's going to be such and such film, unnamed Marvel film in 2020. Such and such got a sequel. Such and such got a sequel.
But how many have there?
There's not that many, but there's a few. I wouldn't really want to know past that few. Like, yeah, give me your first 3 films outside of Endgame or outside of this iteration.
Yeah.
3 or 4 teaser spin-off.
Yeah.
And then let that 3 or 4 run out. Get them. I don't want to know all of them because then it's like, oh, well, I know when it gets to at the end of the 5 years, the villain we're going to see is this guy. Now all the speculation's building up to the end of the 5 years. I'm not able to enjoy what's happening in year 1, 2, 3. I want to see it bit by bit.
It's a crazy concept because you think about it. That's where some past franchises have failed. Whether it just be building out a franchise or universe, that people have put the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
They've said, so this is our first Power Rangers movie. We're going to make 6 more.
Yeah.
And then it falls flat in its face.
True.
Or Dark Universe, we're going to do build actions, we're going to have this character, this character, this character. First movie flops, they're nothing. Even though Marvel is the exception to the rule in terms of they've got the formula, they know how to go about things. Anything they've failed on in the past, they know how to fix moving forward. So you won't have another.
But do you not think they became the exception to the rule?
Yes, they became, not because they weren't there at first.
Right.
But from then leading to now,
yeah.
we can say it now, but we couldn't have said it back then because we didn't know how it was going to end, right?
Yeah. But so, how many years have we? 10 years, right?
Yeah, 11.
11 years. So we've always got to take into consideration fatigue for your general viewer. So if I'm saying to you, this is our 5-year plan, you've got to stay tuned for all of this. This is what's coming. A year and a half in, 2 years in, and it's like the interest is dying down. The ticket expenditure, the watch trailers, it's decreasing.
It doesn't bang though.
Huh?
That's if it doesn't bang.
Yeah, of course, no, it might bang. But I'm saying, how willing are you to bet that your 5-year plan is going to bang so hard that I can say, this is what I'm doing for the next 5 years. I'm going to tell everybody, and you're just going to watch it unfold, rather than to say, this is what we've done in year 1, it's working, let's keep... I don't know.
That sounds so much better, to just roll it out bit by bit. Because then no one is speculating what you're going to do, like you said. No one's speculating what the end's going to be. No one's speculating this, that, and the third. So.
Okay. Do you man, what you saying?
No, it's just an interesting theory. But then he's gambled in the past and it's worked out, in a sense. But you might be right. Makes sense.
Listen, I think when you're as successful as you are, there's no more gambling. I just think... I don't know. When I give my theory, I'm more speaking for what I want myself. Anyway, I'm not saying what he can do whatever he wants. But it's at this point in time they're going to be successful. Like I said, there's way more chance it's going to bang than it doesn't bang. But
this movie let it bang.
The movie will without a doubt bang.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Endgame.
Yeah.
How can it not?
Everyone not get that Captain America reference, bro? You two at least. You see the trailers.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
right. I was late, but yeah, I got it.
I'm out.
Say it again. Or is it past? I got
the
it.
moment's past, man.
It's past. No, because I was just thinking about something, what you said about it not banging, I think it will.
No, hell yeah, it's going bang. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm just saying, based off what you said, but remember, this film was filmed straight. They did it all together, innit?
Oh, there's no thing.
So,
If Infinity War banged.
It's
continuation.
It's literally just, you know what I mean? It's a 2-part basically. So they filmed everything together. So they filmed Infinity War and then had to think, how can we make this? It's literally just
different
a
team.
You see what I'm trying to say? It's just literally just a carry on. So I think there's no way.
That's crazy as well, man.
3 hours, fam. Fuck it up.
For 3 hours they have to bang it.
It's good.
Don't give me a 3-hour film is trash.
Guys, how are you guys preparing yourself for a 3-hour? How are you guys preparing yourself for a 3-hour event like this? To be fair,
stretch.
So you're meeting us at midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, my plans have changed. I'm gonna have to do that as well.
Yeah.
For real.
trust me, I'm annoyed, but I can't do nothing about it.
Sorry, bro. What time's the first film?
8:30.
Yeah, man, I've got plenty of time. I've got plenty of time.
Okay, but for midnight, how are you guys preparing yourselves?
Stretch, because you know them seats are gonna get.
No, we'd be good though, right?
Yeah,
I've been good in those ones.
What, in the
box?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been good in the box, remember? I'll be
But
alright.
I'm talking about staying awake.
I wouldn't have no problem
drink,
staying awake, bro.
All that food, drink. Are you napping during the day?
Nothing, bro. My body will not allow me to fall asleep for this film. I'm sorry. The way I'm looking forward to this whole thing is not happening.
But what about like food and drink? Because 3 hours, but in bathroom breaks be.
So,
Is there an intermission?
I don't think so.
nah, I think there has to be.
No, I think we confirm it all the way through. 3
I don't
hours.
think there was an
I don't
intention.
know.
There has to be.
The water
It has
intake
been
got to be.
announced.
You know what I mean?
So,
That's what I'm trying to say.
the reason I said there has to be is it's 8:30.
No, I'm saying from midnight. From
Sorry, I thought you meant
No, shit. From 8:30. No. Yo, I'm saying for these guys, yeah.
Ain't no intermission, bro.
Now for us, seeing us watching 2 movies, when are we eating? What are we doing? Like, how are we planning?
So I'm thinking to go with minimal average snacks for Infinity War. Little popcorn, a small beverage.
Okay.
Yeah. But we have to be aware of as well what time the snack section closes.
I don't think they're closing that, bro. We'll
I
find
think
out.
they did. Remember, not one of the whatever you mentioned.
Yeah,
they closed it at some point.
We'll ask beforehand.
Yeah.
We'll ask beforehand.
Definitely, I'm gonna have to get myself some actual food before the start of Endgame.
Why do you get your food? Actually, no.
Because it'll be cold.
Guys,
No, but I'm saying is
What
why
in
do you eat during Infinity War
Mhm.
and have the snacks during the game?
Nah, no light snack. No, because the snacks is part of the experience, and I've really experienced Infinity War at least 8 times. When I got my popcorn in one hand, my large drink.
You're getting a large drink?
Yeah,
For ending?
Yeah, man.
Nah, you do too much.
I'm gonna fully emptied by in between Infinity and Endgame anyway, because I've got time for it.
You know the queues are going to be
No,
mad.
this is what I'm going to say. Word of advice for anyone doing a double bill at midnight. Leave before the end of Infinity War.
I don't see the post credit.
Thank you. We've seen everything already.
I don't need to see anything post snap.
Thank you.
Not really.
Not really. But before the movie ends, before everyone leaves for their break, dip.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be standing in line for popcorn and missing the start of Endgame because I didn't leave early in Infinity War. I've seen it already.
Exactly.
So I'm leaving maybe 11:30 before, as soon as before Shanks him, probably gonna dip.
Oh wait.
And then,
I'm gonna just bring it.
Exactly. So the snap. Is,
oh, you can buy the stuff for us.
you better just get in line.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm
Hold
gonna
it down for the
for the
team.
car park.
B.O.B.
You what?
Paper ticket.
I got you. I'll get the tickets beforehand. Right?
Is that even going to be a thing at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
You gotta get the car out, right?
Barry's on the bill.
I have no idea.
That's a good point actually.
So you think what time's that?
I'm
What
okay.
time's that usually closed?
I have to let them have to drive. I didn't even think, how am I getting home? My G.
There's no way.
Hang on a second.
Do you know how bad it is all? Because what time is it finish? What time is it gonna finish?
We're walking out there like 3:30, 4 a.m.
Exactly. I gotta do nursery run.
You ain't doing no
That's
nursery
7.
run,
I
man.
have to.
Yes,
Just back it,
No,
bro.
I have to.
What you saying?
I have to.
You take me home, bro.
No.
How am I getting home?
Wait. How did you?
But then I'm coming from work. Man, this is a
No,
conversation for another time.
no. So it's easy because all you have to do is go get your car, drive to the O2, park up, nice.
Then we just have to go home.
After work.
You have to work. Oh, it's possible. I just have to leave in time. But I want to. What time you get to cinema?
8:30 for showing.
Yeah.
8.
Alright, cool. Say no more. I'll be there. I might have to get my car there. But yeah, guys.
See?
I think that's it. Avengers in a few days, guys.
In a few days, I can't wait, man. I genuinely can't wait.
Yes, I'm gassed. Fully. What happened?
Oh man, it's mad.
I know what you're talking about.
What happened?
It's nothing. Yo, listen. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
don't have to wait today.
Getting brushed.
You're joking.
Alright, guys, let's wrap it up.
Getting brushed.
is what it is.
The walls have fallen off there.
So the next episode that you guys will hear will be us talking everything post Endgame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Man, I'm gassed, bro. I don't know what to say. Just need to bang, boy. But yeah, man. I think that's it. Anybody last words?
No,
man.
I think we're all excited.
Guys, so wait. So our next episode's gonna be like full spoilers, isn't it?
Full.
There's gonna be a lot of people that haven't seen it.
No. If you think about it, but we're actually recording a week after.
So?
That's not. It's a good point. I don't care. I'm sorry. No, I'm not holding back. Full. You wanna wait another?
Oh, I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying like a lot.
If you don't see it by the time this next episode's out, but
it's too late.
I'm glad, but it's on you. You know what I mean?
It's like that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
By the way, everyone that was David A saying all of that about the sponsor.
So JP, what do you wanna do?
No, you're right. We're gonna have to spoil it.
I'm out, man. That's David A. Find me online at Jacoby AJUKOBE.
Oh, what's my name? Mr. JP3 on Twitter and Insta.
I'm your boy Vanimal. You find me at Vanimal channel. It's Animal Channel with V on the front, Twitter and Instagram.
B1 Creates, hit me on Instagram, B1_Creates. Tour Kitchen, Tour_Kitchen on Insta, YouTube. Check all of that out. Man United, you've disappointed me. So, yeah.
Alright, guys.
What now?
Yeah, man. 4. Yeah.
Against who?
Everton.
Disrespectful.
Fuck it.
Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, Skyline guys, welcome to the Post Credits Podcast. Wait, let me say that again. Welcome to the Post Credits of the Post Credits Podcast. This Post Credits is going to be a little different. Obviously, your boy is now on the Game of Thrones hat. Get me?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Come on, Game of Thrones is that man, that Tyrion, that.
Took long, man.
So what I'm doing basically is watching all of Game of Thrones seasons 1 to 7, including 8. I'm trying to watch everything up to catch you guys when you watch the last episode of season 8.
It's a mad chase though, but
Yeah, it's a mad chase. But right now I'm on season
2, episode 3 or 4.
Yeah, but I'm actually posting ahead. I'm watching ahead of time, so I'm actually at the end of season 2 right now. So I'm at the end of season 2 right now. I've got 6 more seasons to watch.
Because everyone's had this so much, now you kind of know like what's going on.
Low key, some things I can see going to happen, and some things I really don't. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't see my man Ned start getting done in the first season. And Aquaman's only 1 season, fam. Seriously.
Yeah.
I thought he was around for a while. And when she was suffocating him, I said, nah, he's gonna punch out. But no, he's done. But anyway, what I'm trying to do is watch all of the seasons 1 to 7 and probably including 8 to catch up to you guys when you watch the finale of season 8. So I've got a lot to watch, but yeah, man, I can do it though. So that
Obviously you got that full box set and that 1 to 7.
Yeah, 1 to 7, man. Get me.
What are your thoughts so far?
Game of Thrones is actually alright, but it takes a while to get into. You have to admit, it took me into the latter part of season 1 to really see, oh, this is what's going on with this person, this is what's going on with that person. Only when I fully understood what everyone was trying to do and where everyone kind of sat is when I was like, okay.
But the reason for that though, you got another 6 seasons to watch. Like this, all that stuff is going to start making a lot more sense.
Yeah. But the first 5 episodes, but man was just, alright.
True.
Yeah, man. It wasn't until the episode 7 or 8 that was like, swear, alright. I ain't gonna like Tyrion's a G, man.
Yeah.
Tyrion. That's my favourite character, man.
He is mine, yeah.
He doesn't matter this.
Smart as fuck.
Yeah.
When he became the right hand, the way he got rid of all the snakes, it was smart, man. It was like, Cersei's a bitch, Joffrey's a bitch. But no, it's legit, man. It's legit. So yeah, man, I'm on like end of season 2 right now. I'm looking forward to the Red Wedding. I hope it holds down the way everyone says it holds it down.
Snap, you know about that?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I've heard about it, but I literally don't know anything. I don't know.
You know what's crazy is a lot happens before the Red Wedding. And I think even during the Red Wedding, you might not even know it's Red Wedding.
Yeah, man.
You won't.
But I'm assuming, don't respond, but I'm assuming the red, no, but they're already married. I don't even know who gets married.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You have no idea, bro. Until it happens, you'll be like, oh, snap.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Alright, and last thing I wanted to mention, obviously Star Wars dropped their trailer for The Rise
of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mind thinking about that?
I haven't seen it.
I've seen the trailer, yeah.
Wait, do you not want to watch it?
I'm undecided.
Nobody?
I sent it.
Just interested.
No, I just haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Actually.
Ah, that can't really speak about it then, because
No,
that thing at the end is interesting.
Oh, with the...
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Do you know what I just clocked? I haven't even seen the last.
Huh?
You ever see The Last Jedi?
No, the what was the previous movie before this one?
Solo.
Haven't even
No,
seen.
no.
No, before that.
You talking about that, like the
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
But you watched The Last Jedi?
The Last
What was
Jedi.
the last Jedi?
The new trilogy, right? It goes Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
No.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So
So
you haven't-
No,
so you haven't seen The Last Jedi.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
But I've seen Solo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Solo.
Ah, fuck, I'll talk about the trailer then. Shit. Well, it's interesting, guys. Watch it because,
Some shit going on there.
well,
I'm just fascinated to see how this... Because it actually... how could I say this without spoiling it?
You can't.
Yeah. But it actually opens the door for...
a lot.
A lot. And yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I really hate The Last Jedi,
Yeah.
but that kind of made me like, what's going on?
Do I need to watch that to understand?
I don't necessarily know. I don't think so.
We're going to watch the trailer now, guys.
It's like a bad boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, but until then, I'm just gonna let's see you, Animal. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up this post with it. So we'll see you guys after Endgame. Remember, it's a spoiler.
Wait. That was your post credit.
Yeah, I think. Hey, did you guys want to get questions?
It's a cop out. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I thought you come with some questions.
Yeah, but I think
Especially when you brought up Game of Thrones, I thought this guy's gonna come with some questions, man.
Okay, what's Game of Thrones? What's the name of the book that's based on?
Thrones of Games.
That's the look he does. You see the look he does?
So you guys know questions, you're getting ready for questions, man.
Hey, we can get questions wrong, can't we?
Ah, man, you know what? Until next time, I'm out, man.
Peace.
Peace.
No, we don't.